Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome into Godsend Studio. And we would cordially like to invite all of you to follow the Godsend Adventure page. By liking and subscribing, you're going to get the new episodes of the Steelhead Explorer. So tonight is episode one. And I was thinking about, there's something in steelhead fishing that just really hasn't been discussed. So I'm like, okay, the river's low. I want to go out and do one of the very first tech tips that I want to give you guys. So what's going to happen with the Steelhead Explorer is that we will be fishing with different friends of Godsent. We will be fishing with different friends that are guides, different friends that are friends, as well as that we'll be doing tech tips. So you guys should probably like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but more importantly, I need you to leave comments now. Those comments help steer us towards maybe a new episode, sharing that out with other people. I can add other guests in here. So as we're doing a video like we're doing tonight, I'll be able to stop it and start it and do some over talking over the video, as well as so will the guide or the friend that's with us. So if you are a guide and you would like to invite God Sent Fishing out to come do some fishing with you, we will compensate you with some very custom beads because that's what we do. We create custom fishwear for the fishermen throughout the Pacific Northwest. We've been proving that over the last 5 years. But since I have so much stock right now and the store is full, we're actually able to get out and do some exploring this year. So, as we're doing that, everybody, we hope that you leave a comment and give us some ideas of where you want us to go. So, tonight, I'd like to talk about a tech tip. So everybody says, know where your seams are at, and know how to read the water, and check your temperature, check your colors, check all of this kind of stuff. Well, what they left out was probably one of the most important things. And let me add this to the stage because I'm going to talk about in this, I'm going to talk about reading water. But then I'll pause the video and I want you guys to then listen to me what I have to say because it's going to be pretty important. Right now, our waters are low. We are at the Pacific Northwest from California all the way up to Washington and Canada. We're looking at an atmospheric river that's going to bring our rivers up higher. All right, so I went out today to travel up the river to do this for you guys so that you can see the tech that we're doing. So let me put this on the screen. Okay.
Okay, so I'm all set up and I'm ready to go. And I'm going to be throwing the bobber dodger. I put a bigger corky on it so I can see it a little bit better. A very small bobber dodger, and our coffin weight that we make
So I'll
that
pause that
makes it
right
actually.
there. So that's just one of the many different things that we're exploring for you guys. Uh, that blade right there, I've caught fish just on that. I put a hook on the back of it, and I know what that does going through the water. So that's why I'm using that as my inline. Okay, let me go ahead. Huh, large blade. There
Wiggle
we
the
go.
bait at
There
the
we
bottom.
go.
As this goes through the water, it's a spoon, but it's an inline sinker. And then I put this in the water and found out that this was the best color. This is our porky egg with one of our glowworms on it. And
Now, I would like to explain right now, guys, we are a custom bait making company that is now going to be collaborating with two or three other companies. They're all pretty tight knit groups. And those groups, we will be doing some guided trips with, some single buddy trips. We'll be doing some shore fishing. So please understand what we're trying to do here is that as we go out through the Pacific Northwest this year to go explore new rivers, this is going to be an important part for you guys coming up here. Okay, let's get back into it.
And I'm now simply going to take this and toss this up this river right here and let it come down this chute. So there's a chute in here. There's a chute right in there off of that grass clump right over there. There's another middle chute right here. And then there's a tail out, and then it's going to start coming. I wished I could get over to that other side of that chute, but it's not going to happen. So then I'm going to come and I'm going to work this all the way down. I'm going to not even mess around with the tail out except for right in here where this deep hole's at. I'm going to work that middle calm water right there. I'm going to work this middle backwater right here. And then I'll probably go down into the tail out where it's nice and calm.
Okay, so here is the first tip that I want to give you guys. So everybody can see how the water was flowing right there. So this picture that is on your screen right now, you can do this with your phone. So my water is low right now. We're at about 4 foot. We're probably going to hit 6 to 8 foot this time. I'm going to go back out and do that again so that I can actually take my distance from each one of those lines so that I know when I walk down to the water, I know where those channels are at, you guys. This is a tip that I have not seen given by anybody ever, and that is to take a picture with your phone and then go into your edit and draw your lines of actually where the channels are at. I mean, that's huge, you guys, especially when we're going out to go fishing and the water's starting to rise. I know that just off of that clump on either side, I have a channel and I know where that channel's at because I've measured it from the rock I'm standing on to that channel. So now I know where to throw my bait. Okay, let's go on.
Okay, so this is one of my plunking holes. So the reason why I'm here right now is that there's a big resting hole for the fish back here, and we've seen it many, many times. But also, I want to get where I know where I'm up here and the water's low enough so I can follow this channel down so that I know wherever I'm at on this plunking shore here or up, where and how far out I need to go to catch that side of that bank. So that is one of the other things that I'm doing today as I'm doing the first salmon exploring.
Meant to say steelhead exploring, but if you see now, I've marked even my plunking spot. There's a reason for that because as that water gets up higher, I've plunked this hole enough, but I've always had to search for where that channel is up underneath. There's a cut up underneath that bank right there, and those steelhead will come back up underneath that bank and they'll rest there. They'll do that all the way up that river to the bridge. But the most important thing is that the grass, if you drop that in the wrong place, you're not fishing, you're hung up, you're messed up. So, okay, let's go ahead and go on. Now, like I said, just take your phone, put it on edit, take your picture, put it on edit, and then draw your line so that you have a mark. See on the corner there where there's the U that comes out of that bank right there. I'm going to be dropping into that hole right there on that channel, right? I know that that's a very wicked spot. All right, let's go on. Okay. It's been a little ornery tonight.
So, like I said, that's the main stem of the river, but now we have this backflow right here. And we know that steelhead are notoriously lazy. So I know that I'm going to be coming back to hit this spot right back over there by where those rocks are, because I know they have oxygen flow and they have a place to rest. So I'm marking this spot and you'll see how I did that.
Okay, so now this one's a little bit more technical, right? Because that I don't know what that back eddy's going to do, but at least I have a picture of it and I have it marked. And what I'm going to do is that path, there's no path down to there. So I'm going to cut a path down to there as soon as the rest of this foliage falls off, and I know where by this picture where I'm going to be plunking at. All right. So this is why you want to go out and explore so that you can start learning the areas why the water's low. I know what this water is now doing, and I don't want to get caught in that back eddy. I think I have a picture. No, I don't think I took a picture of another one. Let's see. I don't think I have another picture. There is a channel that comes up through there where those fish will be able to come up through there easily. But I think that they're going to be back at this
Okay,
back part.
so
Okay,
I'm
so
all
I
set up
now
and
we're
I'm
at
ready
the
to
end of the
go.
video.
And
So I took other video today, but I wanted to cut that short. This is our first episode. So I just wanted to bring out that tech tip for you guys where you're actually taking a picture and marking where you're fishing. Now, listen, I'm going to be exploring new rivers this year where I've never been. Okay. So, as I'm doing that, if I catch a fish, I am instantly going to take a picture of that spot and where my bobber was at. I'm going to draw a line where that fish struck and how that fish struck. All right, so I'm going to mark from where I threw up and or from threw up. That's a good one. Where I tossed my bobber in upstream and brought it down, and where that fish hit along that progression. I'm going to mark that spot from where I go. Gotcha. Then I'm going to take a picture after I land that fish and get it on the shore. If it's a keeper, fine, bonk it, get it bled. I'm still going to take that picture. And then on my edit, I'm going to put text in there and I'm going to put what date that was. You want to know why? Because I caught a fish in that channel on that date, and your phone will store that for you. So you can actually keep a file of your steelhead fishing. Let me tell you something. I've been busy creating baits. I have not been able to do that. I have coastal rivers all up and down me here, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be marking where I caught that fish and what day I caught that fish. Your memories on Facebook, even if you just store it to Facebook, your memories will pop up for you and tell you what date in this year that you caught this fish. So use your technology, mark your photos, and let's get busy and improve our game, you guys. This is just one of the many tech tips that God sent Steelhead Explorer will be sharing with you guys. So, listen, I hope that you enjoyed the studio. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial tonight, but we will be out fishing with other people. Please remember, it's very important to like and subscribe and leave a comment, you guys. The reason why you want to leave a comment is so that we can start interacting and talking about different places to go. We won't be giving up steelhead holes. What we will be doing is that we'll be discussing techniques that might be working on one river that this other river doesn't even know about. Plunking. I know, just for example, on the Columbia River Plunkers page, they run three spinning joes or three spinning glows. How they do that, we actually did that video for you guys on In and On the Net. This year, they will be into the Steelhead Explorer. So we will be traveling probably throughout the Pacific Northwest and getting videos for you guys of different techniques, different styles. So I hope that you subscribe, hit that bell button, and let's get busy with this. And please leave a comment, give us some suggestions of what we need to do, and we will enjoy doing that. All right, everybody. happy hooking. Let's get this adventure started.